Another one of the wants of your customer may be, I really want a comfortable home. I want something that I can come in and relax in and not have to worry about, not have to be shivering because there's cold spots in the corners, or that the temperature difference between the first floor and the second floor are so substantial. This is something, again, that is absolutely addressed, even in that very simple box, that two-story box that we looked at being constructed. The comfortable factor is certainly built into that home. One customer was talking about their home, and they said, we went through a blizzard, and this was a while back. It wasn't our most recent blizzard, but they said the wind chills were 50 below zero, and this too was in North Dakota. North Dakota doesn't have anything to stop the wind, right? So when there's a below zero and strong winds coming in, it affects people's houses. They said they talked to their neighbors and they talked to their friends, and people had a very, very difficult time getting their house to get to be above 60 degrees. They said our furnaces are never shutting off, and we can't get our house to get above 60 degrees. And they said our Enercept SIP house was 72 degrees, the furnace cycled, and it was as comfortable in there as ever. So that idea of addressing your customer and helping them to appreciate the comfort factor in a home. To go right along with that, something that maybe they haven't even thought about, maybe they kind of take for granted, is a drafty home. A lot of the houses we grew up in were drafty. A lot of them, when the wind blew, the curtains moved a little bit. There was a draft on the floor. You got the kids up off the floor when it was cold weather. If you walked by an outlet, you could feel the draft by the outlet. That was kind of standard business with a lot of houses. One customer talking about their home, they said that their electricity went out for 9 hours during a blizzard. It was 0 out. And so they were very attuned to how their home was functioning. And they said not only did it stay warm, but they said there was no drafts. Now, that's exactly when you would notice drafts. That's when you would be checking things. And the furnace isn't running, so there's no forced air going on. And you would really notice if there was drafts on a cold day like that while you were worried about the house cooling off too much. But they said they just weren't. This might address something to your customer that, again, they don't even know how important it is to them. That they can let their kids play on the floor when it's nasty cold outside, things of that nature. That basic box that we looked at, or a very extravagant home with a lot of angles and a lot of changes and all of that built into it, and ridge beams that are from various directions and so on, those same needs and wants are addressed in both situations. So this is, again, part of the conversation that you have with your customer.